Andrea Fiore. Chapter 4 of Supreme Personality. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Andrea Fiore. Supreme Personality by Delmer Eugene Crawford. Chapter 4. The Supreme Law of Success. Selling Power. Study out plans. Approach your customer or the public with a definite plan. Here is one of simple power. Attract the attention, secure the interest, carry the conviction, demand the decision. Then in any line of business, you will have your order book full. Selling power is confidence backed up by the will. Success is ambition and desire driven by the will. Do you desire success? How much? When you desire it, as a starving man has hunger for food, you will win. Want to attain your ambition? How much? When your ambition becomes a thirst, a burning, consuming thirst, such as the lost traveler has in the blistering sands of the desert, then you will achieve. What you want is not opportunity. The world is flooded with golden opportunities. What you want is not a fair chance. Chances gleam in your future sky, fairer than the endless myriads of stars that encrust with glittering splendor the evening heavens. What you do want is concentration, confidence, self-reliance, desire, ambition, personal power, power of attraction. Make your purpose brilliant. Keep it clear. Seek to energize it with positives. Do not lumber up your plan. Centralize it. Modify it. Create it as a necessity. Form it into the indispensable. Then embody yourself into it. See that nothing about you defeats or neutralizes attraction. Have a burning interest in your proposition. Look for fulfillment. Anticipate success. Make the world feel that you know you are right. Stop asking folks if they think you will succeed. Of course they do not, because they have not. Hold your mind relaxed in silence. Make your desire active. Set your wishes in motion. Confidence attracts confidence. Positives attract positives. Bring out your latent forces. They only need arousing. Think and act. Your mental attitude. Have faith in yourself. Arouse faith in others. Think in the affirmative. Assert your hope and confidence. Root out every doubt. Help someone out of their slough of doubt and despondency. Believe in the world, in life, in growth, in possibilities. Let your faith be as big and bright as the sun. Cast not away your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. Dwell in confidence. Hold fast your confidence and hope unto the end. Keep your mental attitude independent. Keep it brave. Think of money as a means, not as an end. Seek wealth for the power of service it gives. Have a generous mental attitude. Help others succeed. Banish fear, worry, indecision, timidity, irresolution, anxiety from your mental attitude. They paralyze effort. Trust yourself. Trust others. Have a mental attitude that is supreme, divine, and absolute. Spend your last dollar like a king. Gird the loins of your mind with I will, I can. All the mountains of difficulty will melt before your presence. Ambition and desire. Ambition is idealism. Desire is faith. You cannot have either without the possibility of their fulfillment. Desires come from supreme intelligence in the universe, and they are divine. Therefore, they are real, possible of positive realization. Keep them sacred. Let them become the ideals of your life. Make them glow with the fires of your energies. They spell success and victory. They will crown your life if you will breathe your life into them. Let your ambition make you irrepressible. Avoid reactionary influences. Keep away from dull, stupid, inactive people. Creative force and harmony. Be original. Think original thoughts. Put them into form. Invent and produce. Create ideas. Feel complete in yourself. Do not stand and wonder at what others have done. Right at your feet lies a secret that will enrich the world and make you famous. A thinker discovered a substitute for the artist camel's hairbrush by taking the hair from inside a cow's ear. If you work in an office, think up some outdoor vocation. Grow something, raise something, get interested in animals. Study the market near you, create, produce, or raise something to sell. If not for money, for the forces of life the work gives. It will keep you from habits, from speculating, from gambling, from politics and other evils. Build something, raise chickens, pets, sheep, cattle, or grow flowers, fruits, berries. Work with nature. This is the very harmony of success. In it you will be in touch with universal intelligence, will get the inflow of infinite life, and through it will keep growing. Your latent powers. Take account of your personal abilities, your gifts, talents, forces, equipment. What percent are you using? Most people are not using over 20% of their capital of personal power. The 80% lies dormant. Why have only 20% of your share of life, success, harmony, and happiness when you should have 100%? There are big prizes awaiting your latent powers. At every turn of the way, you can read the sign, wanted, men with power. There is an unexplored continent in your being. Go into it. Bring out its riches for yourself and for the world. Persistence and planning. A plan is a mighty source of power. Do not work and live hit or miss in your activities day by day. Have a plan. Sit in silence a few moments each morning and create a plan. You can double your efficiency. Think out a plan, open a way, get effectual insight. Keep your plan under your cap and work it out. Persist in your plan. Stick to it. Never grow sour or negative in your manner. Keep sweet. If your plan is blocked, dig in another direction. Build a new foundation. Shake off doubts and start new. Unless your success makes you happy, it is not success. Deep at the heart of the universe lies happiness. Live closely to that heart in persistent power of service. Impersonate your desires. Impersonate greatness and you will become great. Impersonate loveliness and you will become lovely. Why do actors become matinee idols? They could readily marry 100 times a month. It is quite impossible for an actor to remain unmarried. What is the secret? Can a person get it? Certainly. Here it is. Actors impersonate heroes, villains, model husbands, daring lovers, in a real way. They think, plan, and train themselves to impersonate the character. They make it so real that people think it must be a part of their nature. You can do it, young man, bachelor, widower. If you are only half a man, half a lover, impersonate a whole one. If you are so bashful that it makes you blush to walk with your best girl in the garden where the flowers are in bed, impersonate a dashing daredevil, scamp of fascination, and your sweetheart will faint from adorable bliss and fall into your arms. If you are a coward, impersonate a hero until you are one. Do not stand on one foot or bite your fingernails or tear the rim off your hat trying to tell a beautiful, healthy 20th century young woman you love her. You'll be all to the mustard. Do something brave. Go hire a kid that is a good swimmer to fall into the lake as you and your sweetheart are walking past. Then throw back your shoulders and tear off your coat and leap in. The kid will get you to shore, but you'll be a hero in her eyes. Impersonate the hero, and you will win the heroine. Young women, if you would marry a hero, impersonate beauty. Maiden lady of quite impossible age, if you would marry the best man in the world, impersonate youth and beauty. Dear languishing widow, if you would marry a real man, impersonate youth, beauty, and wealth. You will win. The odds are much against you here in the East, where in every state there are thousands and thousands of more women than there are men, but you will win. Men follow actresses around the world because they impersonate love, passion, beauty, virtue, and nobleness. The men really think actresses must possess what they portray. You see, it is all a matter of thinking. It does not matter how many times a man has lost on the races. If he is a good sport, he will bet on the next horse that looks good to him. Women need to impersonate looking good, better, best. Not on occasions only, but all the time. Men like women who are good pals. So ladies, impersonate sympathy, kindness, patience, good fellowship, enthusiasm in the things that interest men. If you belong to the citrus family, impersonate the peach. If you belong to the nettle family, impersonate the violet. You may be so homely that your face pains you, but think of the impersonations of beauty you can buy at the drugstore. Impersonate silence. A young lady in Philadelphia lost her voice, and she had 19 proposals that year. Impersonate form. You may be as angular as the streets in Boston, yet almost any department store will shape you up. You may be so fat that you haven't seen your feet in years. Still, you can impersonate so much good nature that men will be attracted to you as flowers to the sun. Have confidence in everything you do, even when you eat sausages at a quick lunch next door to the dog catcher. Hell is not paved with good intentions. Hell is paved with sanctimonious pretensions. When you get up, where does your lap go? When you love, where does your hate go? After you have walked the floor all night trying to get the baby to sleep, you can at least be thankful that you do not live in Greenland, where the nights are 6 months long. Avoid hot words and anger. You might tell the truth. A Chicago father thrashed his son for being out late at night, then added, "When I was your age, my father would not let me be out after dark." The boy answered, "Then you must have had a devil of a father." The old man came back hotly, "I had a damn sight better father than you have." Fretting is like a rocking chair. You can do a great deal of agitating in it without getting anywhere. Do not kick at the squirrel that runs up to you in the park. It may be only mistaken identity. He thought he saw a nut. Children radiate truth. They intuitively feel and express it. Elsie had been bad, and her mother sent her upstairs to talk it over with God. After an hour, she came downstairs singing. Her mother asked her what God had said to her. "Oh," she replied, "God said, 'Great Scott, Elsie, don't feel badly. There are a lot of worse people in this house than you are.'" End of chapter 4. Recording by Andrea Fiore. Chapter 5 of Supreme Personality. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Andrea Fiore. Supreme Personality by Delmer Eugene Croft. Chapter 5. Supreme Bodybuilding Method. Health, harmony, power, service. That is what a supreme body gives. Do not always be taking care of your health. Take care of your body, and you will generate health. Thought animates the body with health. This is an age of electrification. We are fed, lighted, heated, and transported by electricity. In the lightning pace we are going, the body is neglected. Give 3 minutes morning and night to the exercises below, and you will straighten, develop, heal, and energize your body. Enter these exercises as you would an arena of conquest, where you expected to win the great prize of life. The breath is life. Take a deep, full abdominal breath with each bodybuilding exercise. Inhale through the nose and exhale forcefully through the mouth. Never hold your breath. First exercise. Stand erect. Drop hands to the side. Clench your fists tightly. Then with muscular tension, raise fists and arms slowly high above the head, taking a deep, full abdominal breath as you raise them. Relax and expel the breath forcefully through the mouth. Repeat 5 times. Second exercise. Place the left hand flat in the right. Clasp them. Resisting with the left, lift with the right, putting full strength into the effort until the hands are lifted above the head. Taking deep breath, as in the first exercise. Relax, expel breath. Then repeat with the right hand resisting the left. Repeat exercise 5 times. Third exercise. Grasp the hands firmly above the head, letting them be at rest on top of the head. Then pull hard from the right to left slowly, taking the deep, full abdominal breath with each movement, relaxing and expelling as above. This and the above exercise are wonderful in their effect in developing the lungs and rounding out the development of the shoulders and chest. Repeat 5 times. Fourth exercise. Grasp hands in front, level with chest. Pull from right to left hard, taking deep, full abdominal breath with each movement. Relax and expel breath, same as above. Fifth exercise. Grasp the hands behind the back, taking deep, full abdominal breath. Lift the hands as far up on the back as possible. Relax, expel breath. Always draw in the breath as you move through the exercise, having a full breath when the movement is completed, then expel. Sixth exercise. Place right hand over right hip, clench the left fist, raise it slowly, drawing the deep breath and bending the body to the right as far as possible. Relax, expel breath. Now repeat with the left hand placed over the left hip. Repeat 5 times. Seventh exercise. Grasp hands in front of breast, pulling hard. Swing the body as far right and left as possible without moving the feet. Take deep breath with each movement. Repeat 5 times. Eighth exercise. Raise hands above the head. Take a deep breath and bend the body. Try to touch floor with finger, not bending the knees. Repeat 5 times. You can add other exercises to these, only be sure they have the deep breathing. These will build a vigorous, developed, supple body, will ward off every form of asthma, catarrh, bronchial, or lung trouble, stop indigestion, increase circulation, renew and make blood. Do all exercises in well-ventilated room. Have clothing loose. The best time is on rising and on retiring. If they make you ache at first, it is sure evidence that they are doing you good. You will soon be too strong to have aches and pains. Do not exhaust yourself in the exercises. Just take them till the body glows and the muscles are well exercised. Faithfully persist in these exercises and breathings. Marrying a goose does not assure one of a bed of swan's down. Never ask a man who gave him his black eye. Nobody gave it to him. He probably had to fight hard for it. When discussing the modern dress, keep in mind that a bare statement is not necessarily the naked truth. There is a difference between notoriety and merit. $1,000 worth of roses will barely fill a room with perfume, but with $1 worth of fried onions, you can scent up a whole town. The American people lose 3 million years every 12 months by being sick. The doctor's fees amount to $1,220,000,000. Wonder what the Master of Life meant when he said, "I come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly." End of chapter 5. Recording by Andrea Fiore. Chapter 6 of Supreme Personality. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Andrea Fiore. Supreme Personality by Delmer Eugene Croft. Chapter 6. Supreme Internal Vibrations. Good digestion rules the world. Digestion is a matter of vibration. Indigestion is on the increase because people are more and more sedentary in their habits. Walking is life's finest exercise, but people walk less now than ever. The human body's greatest vibrator is the diaphragm. Arouse it, and you will arouse action in your digestive tract, your liver, and kidneys. Continue vibration from 1 minute to as long as you please. If these vibrations are continued a few minutes each day, no cancer or tumor would develop, and the 1,000 different stomach ills would disappear. The diaphragm is a great muscle area stretched out for the stomach, intestines, and vital organs to exercise on, and to give them freedom. Vibrations for the intestines. Begin slowly. Take a deep breath. Then vibrate your abdomen in and out by using the inner muscles of the diaphragm. Vibrate slowly, then more rapidly. Force the vibrations downward upon the intestines. You may feel a little pain at first, which shows the weakness of the intestinal muscles. That passes away. The diaphragm is the great digestive engine of the body. Work it all you can. Vibrations for stomach and solar plexus. Raise the vibrations upward, just as before you force them downward. Repeat the series with full breath several times. Also give the vibrations a little twist of the body, so as to get the circular movement over the stomach. Vibrate the solar plexus with short, sharp vibrations far up into the chest. This will cover the muscles of the lungs and of the heart. This is a very essential work, as it gives new strength to those muscles of the heart and lungs to ward off acute attacks of any kind. Vibration for torpid liver. Direct the vibration to the right side. Do them strongly so as to arouse the liver thoroughly. This is a very important exercise, as it bears directly on rheumatism. It increases the acids, starts secretions flowing. Rheumatism calls for dry climates, non-acid diet. Avoid sweets and starch. Take saltwater baths. Drink Lithia water. Walk all you can. Change your work. Be sure to drink a cup of hot water each morning on rising. Put a little salt in to help cleanse the stomach of septic acids. Drink 2 cups, all the better. Constipation. The best vibration and advice is that above for this trouble. Be regular about going to the toilet each morning. Eat vegetable diet, rye bread or graham. Eat little meat. Chew your food to a liquid mastication. Keep up the intestinal vibrations. In 20 days, your constipation will be a trouble of the past. Headaches and biliousness. These are the results of auto-intoxication, the worry, hurry, eating fast, eating too much, overexerting, anxiety. All of these poison the process of digestion and assimilation. Take a dose of Epsom salts, castor oil, or Cascara Sagrada, then regulate your diet. Rest in bed for a day. This done at once will save many a siege of sickness. Obesity. Keep up the internal vibrations all over the body. Keep up the exercises of Lesson 7th. Reducing is a moral resolve to eat less. If you are a coward, you cannot reduce. If your appetite, that is unreal, unnatural, and dangerous, makes you its slave, so that you eat 5,000 units of food when 3,000 is a great sufficiency, then you lack moral will force to reduce. Drink the hot water as above, or put it into a little lemon juice. When you feel hunger come on, drink a cup of the lemon hot water, just a few drops of the lemon juice. Get so you can go without your noon lunch, except 1/2 slice of bread and a cup of hot water, 1/4 milk. Keep up walking. Keep up the bodybuilding exercises. Rub and massage the face and neck. Do not eat fat, pastry, confection, or starchy foods. Eat slowly. Fletcherize each mouthful. It will reduce you, give you a new taste of flavors not known to the glutton. Abhor being fat, unshapely, and be unhappy over it, but never tell others how you feel. Keep your deficiencies to yourself. Master them. Be free of them. Then living will become a joy, your body a daily delight, and you shall possess a supreme personality. Have a new body. There is no condition, physical or mental, that cannot be changed. Even deformities and deficiencies can be improved. Set your mind on what you want to be, then work for it. Set a mark at what you wish to weigh, and then bravely, happily, with joyous courage, seek to attain it. You will. Command your body. Keep moving toward your ideal. Health is a result of harmony. By the force of will acting in obedience to the mind, is the body made perfect. You are no fool if you know how to sin charmingly. The most fertile source of family trouble on earth is an inheritance. Do not spend your life leading asses to fountains of wisdom, for you cannot make them think. The life path of many people is like York Street in New Haven. It begins with a hospital, is populated with doctors, and ends at the cemetery. All nature is triune: earth, water, atmosphere. Her agents are heat, light, electricity, ether, magnetism, aura. Her kingdoms are mineral, vegetable, animal. Her animal life is aquatic, terrestrial, aerial. Her formations are angular, circular, spiral. Man, her highest creation, is physical, mental, spiritual. If you cannot realize your ideal, idealize your real. Sleep is one of nature's sanctuaries. An alarm clock has no more right to disturb it than a foghorn has to blow off in a prayer meeting. Be glad when you meet a crank. He may give you a suggestion that will make you a self-starter. Very few men are smart enough to fill 5 reels with genuine daredevil acts of villainy and get away with it by coming out an angel at the end of the film. Heart failure is largely acute indigestion from selfishness. Sunstroke is quite likely brought on by anger and anxiety, head up by relatives. Apoplexy is hate, breaking up housekeeping. Paresis is free love, embellished with champagne. Appendicitis is a 6-cylinder appetite, hitched to a half-horsepower ambition. Nervous prostration is a self-love movie, trying to cover the earth in a single reel. Pneumonia is vanity, overheated in seal skin. End of chapter 6. Recording by Andrea Fiore. Chapter 7 of Supreme Personality. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Andrea Fiore. Supreme Personality by Delmer Eugene Croft. Chapter 7. Supreme Mental Healing. The Supreme Mind. The previous lessons give you the key to supreme mental healing. Your mind is limitless. Begin where you may, conditions do not count. No matter how weak, how isolated, how deep in the mire of trouble, you can rise, you can be free, you can be renewed. You may have a whole library of all sorts of books and treatises on healing. You may have a library of biology and pathology, but you can never read yourself well. What you need is what I have sought to give you: positive working plans. It takes some work to build a hut, more to build a comfortable home, still more to build a palace of luxury. How much mind and will work are you willing to devote to build your body into a temple of the living God? Mental confusion. Make an easy plan for each day. Relax your mind tension. Let down your body tension. Eat less. Drink water. Walk in the open air. Change your thought to new plans, new work. Let go of the past. Have nothing to do with the future. Sweep aside the odds and ends that litter your mind. Let go by denying them any place in your mind. Talk with strong people. Leave weak, useless people alone. Take a salt bath by going into the ocean or in your own tub, using a full pint of common salt. Do not tell your troubles to another. Help another in trouble to get out, and you will get out yourself. Make new plans. Worry and fear. Ask yourself this question: how many things have I worried about and feared ever happened to me? You will see how few, and only those you attracted. Worry is lost energy. It is like a rocking chair, keeps going but never gets anywhere. It is like a mill owner starting all the machinery of his mill, then going away, leaving it running to injury and destruction. It is a miserable habit. It makes you and others near you unhappy. It destroys your usefulness, injures your health, kills joy. Quit the habit. How? By forming new plans of thought, work, expression, activity, and living, only one day at a time. Stop resisting, struggling, let go of selfish purpose, and start loving. Make a change, start new, grow something, make something, laugh when you think you are going to cry. Depressive moods. Dress in light colors: pink, lavender, green, red. Get away from browns, blacks, and dead colors. Try blue if you are nervous. Eat very lightly. Walk till tired. Take the salt water bath. Not hot, but cool. Stop self-pity. Change your surroundings. Even if all you can do is to turn your bed around. Seek new people. Make new plans daily. Nervous troubles. Build your body with my lesson 5th. Take plenty of nourishment. Sleep in the middle of the day. Simplify your daily living. Keep away from sick and unhappy people. Stop talking about your own trials. Let go. Drop fretting over trifles. Check selfish desires. Go afield with the sheep and cattle. Do not let your housework make you a slave. Plan some new outlet. Do something different. Banish anger. Forget self. Help some lame dog across the street. Borrow a poor child and go out to the zoo. Lift up someone who is down. Do strong things. Avoid excitement. Keep out of the crowd. Check strife and antagonism. Get the happy habit. Think one thing at a time. Let that be a pleasant thing. Insomnia. Retire loving the world, letting go of self. Drink a cup of hot water, quarter milk, with a bit of salt. Relax mind and body. Say the word, sleep, just with the rhythmic swing of a clock pendulum slowly. You will sleep. Be rid of habits. Quit making excuses for the habit. Stop lying about its being hereditary. Resolve and you are free. Keep away from the cause of your habit. Shame yourself when you commit it. Praise yourself when you master it once. Destroy the desire of your habit by putting a good desire in its place. Stop buying tobacco or drink and buy flowers, music, or a farm. Rouse your will. Severely call yourself to account when you slip. Stop talking about how you suffer or how hard it is. Talk about the victory. When you are tempted, sit in silence 10 minutes and say, I am supreme. You will win over any habit that you may have. Change your position. Change your work. Change your associations. Drinking and smoking are the major habits that enslave men. The moment you become disgusted with a habit, it loses power over you. When you get moral courage enough to hate it, it will flee from you. You may conquer it in 5 days, or it may be 5 weeks. Just set aside a vacation of that time and fight a battle for supreme manhood. Have confidence in yourself. Arouse your will to splendid self-mastery. Have a motive for being rid of your habit. Have enthusiasm. Be determined not to travel through life loaded with a kit of bad-smelling smoking tools. Smoking does not stimulate nor aid digestion. It does not clear the brain nor soothe the nerves. It is quite the opposite. The same is true of the liquor habit. A habit is a deficiency. It is a vicious enemy that mars and defeats supreme personality. We become like the things we think. Retire from business every night. Start in business anew every morning. It isn't the mountain ahead that wears you out. It is the grain of sand in your shoe. All life is divine, limitless in sensation, supreme in expressions. Get life, get well, get strong, get wisdom, get expression, get in love, and men seeing your good works will glorify your Father which is in heaven. End of chapter 7. Recording by Andrea Fiore. Chapter 8 of Supreme Personality. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Andrea Fiore. Supreme Personality by Delmer Eugene Croft. Chapter 8. Supreme Power of Magnetism. Our magnetic monochrome. You can prepare your own magnetic monochrome by careful study of the colors which most influence you. These will vary with the physical temperament of different people. The primary healing colors are crimson, scarlet, dark blue, dark green, lively yellow, violet, and purple. The primary inspirational colors are light blue, pale green, rose, pink, lavender, lively red. From these you can form your monochrome of almost endless results. It is wise and best to select and use just those colors which will give you the greatest intensity of vibration. Once you have found your responsive and sympathetic colors, those grouped together form your magnetic monochrome. Magnetism is the highest form of physicalized power in the universe. It knows no resistance. It passes through all substances and pervades all space. It is the most vital power in the universe. Our modern life presents a magnetic paradox. It affords the greatest development of magnetism and is the greatest destroyer of it. It is generated by the brain, flows to the right through the body in the form of a figure 8. From the brain to the solar plexus, across to the left side, then down to the procreative organs, and through to the right side, and up to the solar plexus again, and through to the left side, and up to the brain. The solar plexus is the body's great life center. Personal magnetism. Keep steadily cultivating magnetism, or your supply of human electricity. The solar plexus is the great sympathetic center of the nervous system. Keep it aroused and active, and you will increase your magnetic forces. Sensation, emotion, and intensity of expression rise from the solar plexus. Magnetism is generated by brain forces, focalized by thoughts. The nerves are the medium of transfusion. Colors increase the vibrations. The moist palm of the hand forms an electrode when applied to any affected part. The brain, by thought, starts the magnetic currents of healing force through the arm into the part treated. Let your eyes rest on the color of the monochrome used. The current will then be complete. By practice, you can greatly intensify the healing thoughts and so increase the flow of magnetism. While giving yourself the treatment, or to others, breathe deeply and regularly. Have the body relaxed while treating, better lying down. Have your eyes on the color. Also, if treating another, have them look at the same color. Mental disorders. In all mental disorders, like hysteria, grief, distress, fear, melancholy, select that color from your monochrome that most suits your particular temperament. It may be light green, or yellow, or pink, or one of the blues. You will soon be able to quickly tell which gives the greater relief. Use only one color at a time. You will find that, after a little, you can summon to your mind the color you desire without even using the actual color in the monochrome. In case of injuries. In case of injuries, swellings, inflammation, local pain, apply both hands where possible. Have the palm of the hands always moist. To start the process of thinking that will arouse the magnetic currents, think of the affected part as well. Think of the pain as leaving. Now, in treating the heart for palpitation, think of it as quiet, as strong. Praise the heart for its wonderful endurance and power through the past years. Think of the strong, abounding heart of an ox or moose, and think that strength into your heart, that your heart is like it in power. You will see a decided improvement. Use the colors of the monochrome in such cases as will give you the best vibration, the color that best responds to you. Try the red, violet, blue. Most heart troubles are not troubles at all, but troubles of digestion. Give attention to diet and keep your intestinal tract clear. Treating the eyes and ears. In all troubles of the eyes and ears, apply the hands over the eyes, letting the palms rest firmly, but not pressing upon the eye, with the fingers up over the forehead, of course having the eyes closed. Also treat with one palm over the eye and the other at the base of the brain. Use the colors of the monochrome that give the highest intensity of magnetic response. The purple, violet, blues, and green. In treating the ears, do the same. Place the palm on each side of the neck. Also treat the throat with both palms, and with single treatment of one palm. It is not necessary that both hands be used at once, but it increases the force to do so. Treating the solar plexus. Treat the solar plexus daily by resting both hands lightly but firmly over the pit of the stomach. Use the colors crimson, dark blue, violet, and purple. Untwist your solar plexus by cheerful thinking. Get new life force into its withered and neglected condition. Invalidism is only a withered solar plexus. Cultivate laughter to arouse it. Work at laughter until you sweat profusely. Do the same by walking and other exercises. Stimulate life in your solar plexus, and you will return to youth. As I have said, the solar plexus is the great magnetic center. Keep it actively healthy. Bathe it with sunshine. In treating the kidneys, place the palm of the hands over them flatly and use the colors as above. Treat the stomach and liver with the same colors. Also treat the lungs. The length of time for a treatment can vary from 2 minutes to any length. Oftentimes, the soothing effect will induce sleep, as placing the palms over the temples for nervous headache. The more you develop the magnetism, the more readily will the effect be accomplished. Provoke an evil and you produce it. The place to feel for the poor is in your pocket. A kiss is something like gossip. It goes from mouth to mouth. Chewing gum is like worrying, a useless waste of energy. Keeping close tabs on the calendar and clock induces the creepy feeling of old age. Have nothing to do with useless people. You cannot get wool by shearing a hydraulic ram. The mothers of America will in a year by day reset the cornerstones of this republic. Never stop a man running with a hat box in his hand. It may be his wife's hat that he is trying to get home before the style changes. Dress youthfully, keep out of shadows, love the sunlight, fresh air, the world, and the people in the world. Live for others. Let the howlers howl, let the growlers growl, let the scowlers scowl, and the gewgaws go it. You keep in the light, be brave in your fight. You'll win all right, and I know it. Anonymous. End of chapter 8. Recording by Andrea Fiore. Chapter 9 of Supreme Personality. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Andrea Fiore. Supreme Personality by Delmer Eugene Croft. Chapter 9. The Supreme Law of Telepathy. Life is spirit. The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord. Just in the degree you think and exercise your supreme nature, will you know the power of the spirit. Spirit is the essence and manifestation of life. Through it you shall realize, shall experience, shall see, shall know, shall live. His ministering spirits go to and fro through all the earth, doing his good pleasure. Nothing can come except we attract and draw it. Nothing can stay with us when we let it go. All are made one by the Spirit. You are an enthroned being. Around you are forces of the Spirit waiting to do your bidding. The moment you attract them, the windows of the universe are opened, and the power of the Spirit is poured upon you. It is everywhere. Its glory fills the earth, radiant in the glories of the sunset, shining in the soft light of the moon, gleaming in the lovely stars. waiting to minister to your needs, to fulfill your desires, to comfort you, to restore you, to endow you with power. You are of the Supreme Spirit. The law of telepathy. It is a supreme law whereby one soul may reach and minister unto another soul. It is spirit manifested through thought waves. It is magnetism spiritualized. It is a mystic wonder of spiritual manifestations. It inspires visions, dreams, premonitions, and through vibration of wave thoughts gives universal communion, soul companionship to the children of light. To use the law, sit in silence, relaxed. Summon a mental picture of the person you wish to reach. Get clearly as possible the actual presence in your mind. Then begin to send the wave thoughts by repeating impressively to yourself or aloud the message of your code. Never try to do this when tired, exhausted, or excited. Think intently on the message and your desire to reach the mind of the person you wish to aid. Students should practice both sending and receiving telepathic messages and influences daily. Never think that the will, condition, or temperament of the person to whom they are directed will retard, obstruct, or destroy your work. Act in supreme command. Put all the intense force of your will into your wave thoughts. Magnetic ethers will be your messengers. You will likely get a direct response in a wave unison, or it may come later, after your work is done. The student should bear in mind also that they may and should develop original work, make new and personal codes. The purpose of codes is to unify the wave motion and keep the mind intense. Beware of selfish purpose, revenge, hate. These are the destroying angel, sure to return to you. Telepathic code for healing. I bring you healing. You are supreme over all bodily conditions. You shall not suffer. Pain shall leave you. Strength is thine. You shall not die, but live. Perfect good is in you, and you are a part of it. I see you are well. You are delivered. You are uplifted. Arise and walk. Go forth to thy desire. Every organ and function of your body is full of health. I see you as a part of the Supreme Life whole, active, happy, strong. Telepathic code for guidance. No evil shall befall thee. You are safe. Fear shall not assail you. You are greater than all dangers. You shall have light with you. Wisdom shall be a lamp to thy feet. Courage shall illume you. Faith and hope shall be close to you. You shall not be deceived. You shall prevail. That which you seek shall be revealed unto you. Your heart's desire shall be granted. You shall not err. You shall reach your aims and shall achieve your purpose. Telepathic code for success. All power is yours. You are supreme. Wealth, possessions, friends, position, and happiness are for you. Ways shall open before you. Opportunity will be revealed to you. Bright possibilities shall be made manifest to you. You shall see an open door. Abundance is yours. Power to supply your needs will be given to you. Doubt shall clear away, leaving you free. The eyes of your mind shall be filled with light. You shall be guided to plenty. Telepathic code for friends. All ways are open between us. I am calling to you. My soul and mind are open to you. No wrong shall endure between us. The springs of kindness shall be open to us. I am listening to your spirit. We shall be led into truth, love, and happiness. Our love is perfect. we shall not err. You hear the voice of my wish for you. You know my mind. All promises and truth are perfect. All is light. There is no darkness between us. There is no distance or obstacle between us. Your mind answers to my mind, your heart to my heart, your soul to my soul. When tempted, I am near to withhold you. When disheartened, I will inspire you. Day and night are the same. You shall not falter. Our vision shall be made real. Our desires, heart longings, soul hunger shall be satisfied. Our future hope shall be actualized. Our destinies realized in the pavilions of silence. Your life and my life are the radiant units of the life perfect. Build the world with thought waves. The dire curse of this world is idleness. Some are working too hard, while a vast multitude idly look on. Don't be a looker, be a doer. Don't be a knocker, be a booster. Idleness is a sin. The wages of sin is death. That is why people who stop working soon die off. If a man will not work, neither shall he eat. He can't eat long. He loses his appetite, spoils his digestion, gets heart failure. When you retire from business, from work, from active aggressive occupation, you want to buy your lot in the graveyard at once. If I were rich, do you say? Stuff and nonsense. If you were rich, you would be unbearably meaner than you are now, 100 times more stupidly useless. What you need is punch. You have lost your grip, grit, and punch. And no matter if you are 90 years old, you can get them all back. How? Listen. Build the world with thought waves. Begin with your world. What is it? The kitchen or the schoolroom? The ditch or the mayor's chair? The field or a superintendent of a railroad? A brickyard or a bank? A bench or a pulpit? A loom or grand opera? A pick or a pen? Take a look at your world. What is it? Now plan it. Then breathe life into your plan. You cannot help others until you help yourself. You cannot save others and not be worth saving yourself. You are supreme, and this is your ultimate hour. You are under the law of liberty. Go to your own, free of all outward restraints, forms, commands, and laws. You are an absolute unit of God power in the universe. You shall be judged only by this law of liberty, the best in you and the highest good of others. Use this personal code as you work. Personal code. I am power. I am life. I am energy. I am fearless. I am strong. I am free. I am success. I am well. Faith is clear, bright, shining within me. I shall be guided. I shall be given wisdom. I shall triumph. That personal code, given 10 minutes a day, will double your power of efficiency in 6 months. Stick to it. Each day, drive it harder. Bring out your abilities, insight, courage, daring, and boost yourself. Energy is something you generate, just as the dynamo generates electricity. Start your mental and physical dynamo. Freight thought waves with your desires and send them out. They will come back richly laden for you. Load your smiles, heart throbs, good wishes onto thought waves and send them out to serve others, cheer others, give hope to others, to help others across the hard places.
They will come back bearing to you, some 30-fold, some 60-fold, and some 100-fold. Happiness comes through loving service. The student should have faith in the work entered upon. It is founded upon law and fact. Someday the law will be made fully clear and operative in all departments of life. The wireless telegraph is a step in the demonstration. Recently, a young woman in Elizabeth, New Jersey, was awakened by thought waves after all medical applications had failed to arouse her from a 6-day sleep. An acquaintance of the author's was warned by thought waves from his mother to avoid danger. He was so deeply impressed that he delayed a day, his western trip, and so missed the train that went down at Ashtabula. A husband, who was some miles distant transacting business, received the thought waves from his wife that she was in danger. He hastened with all speed and found his home in flames. A young lady felt the impress of thought waves from a young man to whom she was engaged, and decided not to join a boating party. On the return trip, the pleasure launch took fire, and 6 of the party perished. A whole volume could be filled with most interesting cases of positive results of telepathy, or thought waves. But let the student begin and test the marvels of this mystical power. Never squeal. Live with, stand by, die for your friends. The 7th circle of hell is reserved for squealers. The last word. Start now. Get thee out. Launch out into the deep. Darkness shall be a pavilion around you. Angels of light stand by your side. This supreme hour is yours. Set sail. Realize yourself as supreme, infinite, immortal, then divine. Crown with glory your individuality. Now are we the sons of God. Limitless life, boundless capacities of power. Shut your eyes to the flesh. Shut your ears to the world. Shut your heart to fear. Shut your soul to hate. Stick to the chase until you get the trophy. Search for the Holy Grail until true love's untiring ministry, the cup in your unselfish hand, sparkles and flashes in the crimson and sapphire glory of your quest. Burst from your chrysalis of doubt, and the supreme wings of the Spirit shall sweep you forward to triumph. There is no gloom in God's universe except what we make ourselves. The skies sparkle with possibilities, calling you into their glowing fields of power and service. Get passion into your chilled soul. Master fate. Span the universe. Hurl forth the thunderbolts of your energy, and the mountains of difficulty will be cast into the sea. Take your place in the sun. Stop rivaling God by saying you are a worm of the dust, a miserable sinner, and that there is no good within you. Quit damning yourself. Nothing is impossible. You hold the key to the universe. Mind is supreme, thought limitless. Weave your spirit out of sunbeams. Seize the glittering stars, and they will become your chariots. You and the universe of God are one. Today is eternal. This shining moment is everlasting. Lift your eyes to visions that gleam through the purple clouds of loveliness, from the matchless forms of beauty, and you shall see the invisible. Listen to the voices that unseal the velvet lips of silence, and you shall hear the inaudible. Put forth your supreme hand unto dominions, principalities, and powers, and you shall do the impossible. If you wish time to go fast, use the spur of the moment. Women were never so attractive, never dressed so beautifully as now, and they never wore so few clothes. Blame no one if you are unhappy, for every law, force, and influence in the universe is for your harmony and happiness. Use them. Cheer up. You are all right if you are bald-headed outside, if you are not bald inside. Remember, Samson did his biggest killing after he lost his hair. Your bald head is like paradise. There's no parting there. Your teeth may be out and your hair may be thin, yet there's many a good tune in an old violin. The optimist sees the donut, the pessimist sees the hole. The pessimist asks, "Is there any milk in that pitcher?" The optimist asks, "Will you please pass the cream?" A pessimist is a man who winds an 8-day clock every night. An optimist is a man who gives his clock away so as not to lose any good time winding it. A pessimist is a person so disagreeable he won't eat anything that agrees with him. An optimist is a person who can eat a cottage pudding so agreeably that you think he is enjoying a brownstone palace on Riverside Drive. God give us men. A time like this demands strong minds, great hearts, true faith, and ready hands. Men whom the lust of office does not kill. Men whom the spoil of office does not buy. Men who possess opinions and will. Men who have honor. Men who will not lie. Men who can stand before a demagogue and damn his treacherous flatteries without winking. Tall men, sun-crowned, who live above the fog in public duty and in private thinking. J.G. Holland. The author of these lessons has been a student of psychotherapy, mental suggestions, and the laws of personal power for 28 years. During that time, has lectured extensively in the United States, and by direct and indirect personal advice, has helped many thousands of men and women to overcome severe forms of mental, physical, and personal conditions, restoring them to active usefulness. If your friends cannot secure these lessons of their bookseller, have them send direct to the author, enclosing 25-cent coin. No person among all the millions of the earth can make you unhappy, except yourself. My new method of mental induction and personal advice and instruction develops 4 psychic forces. Let me help you solve your difficult personal problems, situations, or conditions. I can aid you to be free of mental confusion, distracting circumstances, and entangling difficulties. I will help you to open new paths, create new conditions, obtain new visions, and achieve a positive mastery. A world of new realities, rich opportunities, brilliant possibilities await your gifts, talents, and abilities. You may and should have success, happiness, harmony, and love. You possess sources of dynamic energy, intuition, and inductive power. Your age does not matter. You can start anew. State your case clearly and briefly. I will also answer for you 5 questions upon personal matters concerning which you may desire specific information, advice, or guidance. Your confidence is kept inviolate. Through my new method of mental induction, I work for you and with you daily for the full realization of your desires. My terms are $2 in advance, your money back, if I fail to help you. Write your name and address clearly. Address: Dr. Croft, New Haven, Connecticut. No power on this earth can keep you down if you will to rise. Smile while you can, young man, for someday you may marry your employer's daughter and become a millionaire. Then you can't smile. The devil laughed over time when he inspired the alarm clock. There was once a man who found a fat white grub eating his cucumber vines. He did not swear over it, but took it out to sea and caught a scad with it that supplied food for himself and family of 9 children for a whole day. That is initiative. End of chapter 9. Recording by Andrea Fiore. End of Supreme Personality by Delmer Eugene Croft.